Scorpio, welcome to your December 2024 tarot reading. I'm Kate, I'm a tarot intuitive, and these are the collective messages for my Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Welcome all. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Now, the first card that I want to talk about is called Journey. This is from the Oracle of the Fairies deck, and it says, it's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. So you could be traveling during the month of December, or at least planning for a trip. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a vacation or overseas or anything like that. It could be a day trip, or just going somewhere that feels really special to you, even if it's relatively close by. This could also be talking about a spiritual journey for some of you. Some of you could be really diving into the spiritual waters. Some of you have a rabbit as like a spirit animal that's around you right now. Those all feel very significant. You also have inner child. So whatever this journey is that you're going on, you could be tuning into your inner child, and it can be quite healing for that. Maybe this is going to a place that you would have enjoyed going to as a child, or maybe you went there as a child as well. If it is the spiritual healing work, then I feel like there's inner child healing. It says the fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. There could also be a lot of children around you in the month of December, especially if it's not linked, like if you don't typically have a job where maybe you're a teacher or working with children regularly. You could just find that there are more children around you, whether it's friends bringing their kids over or family members, children that you're seeing, something like that. The moon energy. Ooh, surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. So I do feel like there's the potential for there to be a little bit of overwhelm, especially if you're an empath and you're around little kids. It can be healing for you in small doses, right? Kids have lots of energy and they can be very joyful and be having fun. But if they are in a state of agitation and angry and having a tantrum, and you're energetically taking that on, that can be stressing you right out, right? So I would also say that if you're starting to feel, like it says, if you're feeling confused, or if you're second guessing yourself, you're feeling all the feels, tap into your inner child and say, okay, is this coming from something that I'm actually experiencing right now, or is this like a trauma response, right? Is this cellular memory? Is this a time of year where something from my childhood happened that was maybe a little bit traumatizing or felt really significant in shaping who you are? So just some things to tune into. Now, an affirmation that might be good for you to repeat throughout the month is, I practice forgiveness. I practice forgiveness. Now, whether this is for yourself or for other people, it's up to you to decide. Forgiveness is freeing. By forgiving yourself and others, you allow yourself to move forward with confidence and peace. Open up to all the love and joy you deserve by letting go of what no longer serves you. So you are forgiving yourself for doing something or not doing something. Maybe you're forgiving yourself or forgiving somebody else in your life. I keep going back to childhood, especially in childhood. A lot of the time, especially with parents, they do the best that they can with the knowledge that they have from what they have learned and experienced. It's not giving them like a free pass necessarily, but it's that little bit of understanding of, I get it. I forgive you for making that choice, because we're humans and we all make mistakes. Now, if they choose not to learn from these things, it's like a repetitive thing. I can see where there would be that hesitancy. But I do feel like there can be forgiveness, but also boundaries, right? What's in the past is in the past, and I'm focused on the now. And I'm doing everything that I can to protect myself now from further injury and insult from this person. Now, some potential numbers or zodiac signs. Okay, so you got your own zodiac sign, Scorpio. There could be another Scorpio in your life. Or there could just be a big focus on the self and self-healing. And that inner child too. You're still focusing on healing yourself. It's just yourself, a different version of yourself, or yourself from a different time. With the number 1, that is the associated with the Magician card. That is the self, the number 1. You need to be your number 1 at this time, right? You're the only person that you can consistently rely on, right? You know for sure when you make a decision in your head, you're going to do that. You're going to be there for yourself. I feel like that's an energy that you're stepping into. I trust myself to know that I'm always going to be here for me. I'm always going to be able to forgive myself and show myself the love and support that I need. And you're taking the actionable steps that you need to do that. I feel like there's a lot of healing work that's happening. You're taking the actionable steps to see the results that you're looking for. So for some overarching themes for the whole month, you have the Star card and the Hanged Man. So you got 2 major arcanas. The Hanged Man is an intentional pause. You're choosing to put yourself in somebody else's shoes. You're seeing something from somebody else's perspective, where you're also choosing not to respond. I feel like somebody could be reaching out to you, and instead of immediately responding to them, you're giving it a moment. You're processing, how am I going to respond to this person, or even am I going to respond at all? And I want to make sure that what I say is the most authentic version of what I could be saying, right? Sometimes it's the generalization of, hey, how are you? And then we give the, oh, I'm good, how are you? You know, it doesn't feel like your responses to things, the way you're responding to people, is that basic anymore. It just feels more authentic. And then with the Star card, that's Aquarius energy. So you could have Aquarius as an important sign popping up for you throughout the month of December. I also feel like you are going to have strong intuitive hits. You're going to be asking your spirit team for assistance. Now, when I pulled what the challenges are for this month, the Star card is also coming out again for the challenge. So I had to take a second and think, well, what does this mean? What does this mean? I feel like your intuition is strong, but you might second guess yourself, right? I almost feel like you're asking, okay, am I being too judgy? And instead of acting on your intuition, I feel like you're trying to embrace that Hanged Man. You're trying to embrace different perspectives. You're trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. You're trying to see things from different viewpoints. I think that you're also questioning some concepts, some collective concepts that, you know, this is maybe how people view the situation traditionally, or people respond to things traditionally. But you're not embracing a traditional attitude. The Aquarius energy or archetype is not very traditional. They're going to be questioning things. They're going to do things in a very unique way. And I feel like that's an energy that you're going to embrace. Now, as a potential challenge, definitely don't be afraid to ask your spirit team for help and trust your intuition. As another potential challenge, you have the Six of Pentacles. Make sure your relationships in your life are equally balanced. That if you're ready to give the gifts and the love, that you're also ready to be open to receive the gifts and the love. So these are the messages that I have for you for December. I hope that they resonated. If they did, please hit that like button. Follow me for more videos like this. And don't forget to book your personal reading on my website, Crystallize with Kate.